What's up, guys? This is Sam from the Game Boiz bringing you a review of Destiny's newest expansion, House of Wolves. The story begins with a call to arms by the Queen's emissary, Petra Vinge. The House of Wolves, one of the three fallen houses, has betrayed the Queen, and she has opened up the reef for all Guardians to help hunt down their leader, Skolas. Skolas has gone mad with power and is on the conquest to dissolve the other fallen houses.
Just said, I stole the gift of freedom, secrets of time and space. House of Wolves will stand forever.
Forever. Forever. Forever. Forever.
So as you can see, there's a handful of new characters to interact with at the Reef's brand new social space. Petra and Varix introduce a new reputation grind and offer unique weapons, shaders, and ships. Brother Vance offers weapons and armor based on the brand new game mode Trials of Osiris. More on that later. For now, we're going to take a look at the story missions. So, as far as the story missions go, Bungie attempted to introduce a series of quests rather than the missions that we're accustomed to. However, these quests are nothing more than the same mission formula that has been spoon-fed to us since the beginning. And what's worse is that a good portion of these quests are the exact same. Hunt and kill fallen, return to the reef. Hunt and kill fallen, return to the reef.
Lest we find them before they do what they do best. Watch your back. Come back to the reef. There's still plenty of wolves in there. Best clear them out. Come on back, Guardian.
Don't get me wrong, I think that the plot is pretty interesting, but why do we have to return to the reef every time we complete a mission? It would feel like much more of an intense chase if we didn't spend half our time in loading screens or talking to people at the reef. To add even more insult to injury, one of the quests completely rips off the Vault of Glass, as it requires you to enter the vault and kill oracles while waves of enemies shoot at you.
Guardian, destroy the oracles. Destroy them fast.
They try to justify it by saying that Skolas is stealing Vex technology, but it really just seems like they were lazy. I mean, the Vex are from the future. How would the Fallen know how to use their technology? Also, if they really did steal their technology, why don't we see the Vex chasing down the Fallen too? I mean, how cool would it be to temporarily call a truce with the Vex and then team up together to hunt down Skolas? We could ride Minotaurs into battle and teleport around with them. That would be so much more exciting than the same repetitive gameplay that we're used to. The story quests also take you through the new strike, the Shadow Thief. This strike is pretty much the same as all the others. You kill a ton of enemies until you reach the boss, and then you kill the boss while never-ending waves of enemies shoot at you. Okay, so before you all get your jammies rustled, I'll stop harping on the negatives. There are actually tons of great new features introduced in House of Wolves. There's lots of new guns, armor, ships, shaders. You can ascend your equipment to level 34 easily without having to re-level all your gear again. The gunsmith can re-roll your guns now, and they even implemented a material exchange, so wipe the cobwebs off your shards and energy, folks, because they're finally useful again.
I've been waiting for this.
They even created a new special weapon type, the sidearm. After completing one of the early quests, you are rewarded with the Vestian Dynasty sidearm. This was so refreshing because it gave me the same feeling I had when I first played Destiny. It made grinding the story missions infinitely more fun. So one of the new game modes introduced with House of Wolves is Prison of Elders. With Prison of Elders came a lot of skepticism because this was in place of the raid that we all thought that we were getting. It turns out, however, that this is a ton of fun. The prison is made up of 5 rounds, each consisting of 3 waves. These rounds require you to kill enemies as well as complete objectives like destroying or defusing mines. The coolest part, in my opinion, is the modifiers that are randomly assigned before each round. Some of these modifiers can really change up the way that you play, giving it lots of replayability. There are even some modifiers that increase the damage that you dish out. One of my favorites is Specialist, which increases your special weapon damage. Specialist in tandem with the new Vestian Dynasty sidearm makes for a lot of carnage. The best part about Prison of Elders is undoubtedly the treasure room at the end. After completing all 5 rounds, you are dropped into a treasure room. This room contains 2 small chests and 1 large chest. The 2 smaller chests contain rewards like motes of light, strange coins, and treasure keys. Treasure keys open up the large chest, which can reward you with exotics and queen guns and armors. Trials of Osiris is another new game mode introduced with the House of Wolves that takes place every Friday through Tuesday. It's a 3v3 Crucible event sporting the new Elimination game mode. Elimination is really intense because there are no respawns, so when you die, you're dead, unless your teammates can revive you. The first team to eliminate all players on the opposing team wins that round, and 5 rounds wins you the match. Upon entry of the trials, you will acquire a scorecard. The more wins you rack up, the better gear you can obtain from Brother Vance. However, 3 losses will end your run, and you will have to re-enter by acquiring another Trials passage. To make things even more intense, there's no matchmaking, so be sure to bring your most skilled friends into the Trials with you. I think that this is a huge step for Destiny in regards to competitive gaming. As a huge fan of competitive shooters, I was really hoping that Destiny would be similar to Halo on the competitive side. Although it has been pretty non-existent, I think that things can definitely change for the better with the Trials of Osiris. I would love to start seeing some tournaments be put together revolving around the Elimination game mode. The House of Wolves expansion really does add a big chunk of content to Destiny. Although the story quests are pretty repetitive and lackluster, the rest of the new content is refreshing and really fun. If you're on the fence about giving it a try, I would definitely recommend it because there are so many new things to do. Well, if you excuse me, I've got some elders to take care of. This has been Sam from the Game Boys. See you next time.